Do you sometimes feel like your ego is just running the show, and no matter what you do or how much you try to really do the things that you deep down know you're meant to do, your ego simply keeps getting in the way, sabotaging your efforts, holding you back, telling you all kind of things that you're not ready, you're not good enough, you can't do this. And then all of a sudden you find yourself not doing the things that you deep down know you're actually meant to do because of all the fears and the doubts and the worries and what ifs and all of those different things that ego likes to conjure up to derail you, to make you not do the things you know you're meant to do, and just keeps you safely within your comfort zone. Now, if that's you, and if you want to finally learn how to overcome that, how to overcome your ego to finally step into your power and do the things that you know you're meant to do, that you want to be doing, that you are destined to be doing, then stay tuned, because in this video I want to share with you how you can do that, how you can overcome your ego in 6 simple steps. So stay tuned. Hello, the beautiful soul. I'm Kay Sanders. In case you don't know me, I'm a divine messenger and celestial healer, assisting awakening souls to really awaken to their power within, step into their power, and create the lives that they really want. A life of more success, more abundance, and more freedom, all while making a bigger impact in the world. So if that's you, if you're new to this channel, and if you are on your spiritual awakening journey, I want to invite you, please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell, because that's really what my channel is all about, is helping you awaken to who you are and really step into your power. So you may have wondered, why is it that you don't get to live the life that you're really meant to live, that you want to be living? And it's not that you're not good enough, that you are not capable, or that it's not meant to be. None of that. If you're not yet living the life that you know deep down you're meant to live, you really want to live, that's usually because ego is getting in the way. Ego conjures up all these fears and doubts and all of those different things, trying to tell you that you're not good enough, trying to tell you that you're not ready, you need more certifications, and all of those different things that you think you need, all of those requirements in order to become successful, wealthy, and create the freedom and create the life that you want. It's really not that you are not good enough to do that, or you're not meant to. It's really your ego that is being in the driver's seat. Your ego is in the driver's seat most of the time, and it's with everyone. With a lot of people, it's that ego is usually in the driver's seat. But you see, the thing is, when you allow ego to be in the driver's seat, it likes to take detours. It likes to go all around and not lead you on your path. It actually does everything in its power to take you off your path. So I got to share a story with you, because recently I actually had this conversation with my guides as well, because there were certain things that I was feeling stuck in, and my guides shared with me an amazing analogy that I wanted to share with you, and maybe it makes you chuckle a little bit. I thought it was quite funny, but just realizing what my guide shared with me and what I'm about to share with you made this also a lot easier. So think of it like that. When I'm pretty sure you've been on a road trip before, right? Maybe you were in the passenger seat and someone was driving you wherever you guys were planning on going. So think of it like that. Spirit, universe, your guides, they are in the driver's seat. They know exactly where you are meant to go. So Spirit is trying to drive you exactly where you need to go. And you're in the passenger seat, just enjoying the scenery, just enjoying the ride. Really you're just in it for the experience. You don't have to worry that you're going to take a detour or anything like that. You're just in it for the fun. You have no worries about, are you going to get there? When are you going to get there? None of that stuff, because you have Spirit in the driver's seat, knowing exactly where you're meant to go, where you need to stop in between, and all of those things. So you have your guide in the driver's seat, driving you, right? Like I said, you are in the passenger seat, just enjoying yourself. Don't have to worry, nothing. But then, we're talking about ego here. Ego is in the back seat. So think of ego as the backseat driver, trying to tell you, go left, go right, do this, slow down. We gotta stop here. That's ego. So now think about that. If you would allow ego to go into the driver's seat, what do you think ego is gonna do? It's going to take you on all kind of detours. It's going to probably also get you lost, because, well, it doesn't want to be on the right path, right? So it's really about, and the 6 steps that I'm about to share with you will help you to put ego in the backseat, because that's where it belongs, because ego doesn't know where you're meant to go. Ego just knows that this is safe. Whatever you're experiencing right now, this is safe. I want to stay there. That's ego's motto right now. I want to stay where I'm at. I don't want to venture out. So I got to do everything in my power to stop her or him from doing that. Right? So when like I said, when my guy shared this analogy with me, I thought I had this image in my mind, really ego in the back seat of just yelling and screaming and no, don't do this, don't do that, go here, go there. And I'm just really sitting here and just enjoying the ride. Because think about it. Do you want to trust ego to take you where you're meant to be? Or do you want to trust your guide, spirit, universe, source, or even your soul? Because they're the ones who know exactly where you're meant to be. So if you think about it like that, if you have your team who knows exactly where you need to be, wouldn't you want to trust them to lead you on your way rather than listening to ego that, no, you got to do this, you got to do that, you're not good enough, you can't do this, and let all the fears come up? Probably not, right? So let's talk about how can you put your ego in the back seat so you can really step into your power, because I truly believe that if you're listening to this, you have felt that inner stirring that more is possible. And especially now in the time that we're in right now, you have probably also been activated to step it up, to step into your power, because there is something that you are meant to do in this lifetime, that you're here to do now in this time. So let's talk about those 6 steps or 6 tips that you can take to finally put ego in the back seat. So the first step in this is you got to become aware when ego is in the driver's seat. And usually it feels like that things are not really going so well, or you have all these fears and doubts are coming up. It just doesn't feel right. So think of it like that. When you are in the flow, when you are really in your power, things just are just going smooth. Everything just feels right. Everything is easy. Yes, of course it may stretch you, but usually when you're in the flow, when you're really in your power, that's when things are easy. You have all these ideas coming in and you just jump on it and everything feels right. Now, when ego is in the driver's seat, that's usually when all of a sudden you're feeling very stretched. You're feeling very uncomfortable. You are having all these doubts and fears are coming up. So when you become aware when this is happening, this is powerful, because awareness is really key. Because when you have awareness, well, then you have the power of choice. Because when you become aware that ego is in the driver's seat, then you can say, hey, get back in the back seat, right? I don't want you leading my life. So that is really the first and most important piece, is you've got to become aware in order to then make a different choice. Which brings me then to the second step. When you're aware that, okay, ego is in driver's seat, there are fears coming up, and then you want to uncover the underlying message, because everything holds a gift, everything holds a message or a lesson. So you can tune in and like, okay, what's going on? What is truly going on here? Am I afraid? What am I afraid of? What am I believing about this? So you can really become the detective whenever you're noticing that your ego is in the driver's seat. Stop yourself. Tune in and uncover what is going on. Why am I feeling this way? So become that detective. Really ask a lot of questions you want to uncover, because there may be a deeper message in there. There may be something that requires healing, releasing. And just uncover that underlying message. And then step number 3 is decide enough is enough. Enough is enough. If you don't want to feel this way anymore, if you don't want to be derailed by ego, if you don't want to have ego in the driver's seat anymore, and say enough is enough, I'm done with this. I get it, I was afraid of this, but no, because you see, the thing is, you are the author of your own story. You get to decide what you want or what you don't want. So if you don't want to feel that way, then say enough is enough. If you don't want to be bugged down by a certain thing, say enough is enough. You want to really decide, because your decision is really that powerful. And I'm not just saying doing it half-heartedly, like, oh yeah, I'm going to decide it, I'm done with this. But no, like, really draw the line. I'm done with this. Now, this may be something that you have to decide every single day. Because every single day, your ego is trying to play you. It's trying to trick you into living in fear, living in worry, living in doubt. So just every day, make the decision, enough is enough. I'm not going to allow this to run my life anymore, to hold me back. Because deep down, I know more is possible for me. So I decide that this is no longer what I want. And then step number 4 is I want to invite you to write in your journal, or even just put yourself into the situation. Think about it. I mean, writing is really powerful because then you're actually bypassing your ego, because you're just automatically writing. You're just writing whatever you're feeling. But you want to write as your next level version of yourself. So think of it like that. You know you're being held back right now by something, by some sort of fear. Now, I want to invite you to envision yourself, that next level version of you, who you're going to be, maybe in a month from now or 2 months when you have overcome that. Your next level version of you who already has what you want, who has accomplished what you want, whether it's a certain income level, certain success, health related things, whatever it is. What is that next level version of you? And then write from that place, and ask yourself, how would your next level version handle the situation? If it's a certain fear, for example, ask yourself, how would my next level version of myself handle the situation? What would she be doing differently? How would she show up differently? What would she be thinking? What would she be doing? Ask those questions. What would your next level version of you do? How would he or she show up, feel, think, and write about that? You will be amazed what will come up. Maybe whatever you want to do is not even something that your next level version would be doing or react to it either. Because oftentimes we are reacting and showing up in a way that we feel is safe for us right now. But if you are really tapping into this next level version of who you are meant to become, for one, answers will be so much easier because, well, you can already tap into that, into your next level version. Because think of it like that. If your next level version wouldn't be doing the things that you're doing right now, wouldn't be afraid of the things that you're afraid right now, wouldn't show up the way you're showing up right now, wouldn't be handling certain situation the way you're doing right now, then why would you? This is so powerful because you can really step into your next level version now by becoming clear. How would he or she act and behave and just show up in the world? And then that brings me then to step number 5. Envision being your next level version now. Like really close your eyes and envision. How would he or she just be? Just really tune into that. Envision that. And then bring it in. Really feel it. Tap into the energy of your next level version. You can even say, I now call forth my next level version of myself. And just imagine, because your mind is really that powerful. Usually your mind conjures all these bad what ifs and all the things that might go wrong and all of the fears and whatnot. So if your mind is that powerful in imagining all these bad things, why not take advantage of your imaginary powers and use it for the good? Start imagining who you're going to be, who you want to be, but then really embody that. Bring in that energy. Really bring in that energy. Embody that right now. Visualize it in as much detail. You can even visualize, let's say you have a certain fear. You can visualize yourself acting in a more evolved way about this situation. If you're afraid of, let's say you're afraid of putting yourself out there, letting the world know that yes, you are on your spiritual path, you have spiritual gifts. I mean, that tends to be one of the things that a lot of people are there afraid of, coming out of the spiritual closet. So if that's you, if you're a little afraid of letting the world know how amazing you are, that you do have gifts that are meant to make an impact, then you can envision your next level version, the one that has already come out of that spiritual closet and is making that big impact. Envision her or him and then bring it in. Feel it as much as you can and bring it in. Anchor it into your heart. Because if you can imagine it, if you can visualize it, then it's already there. It's already exists in the infinite void. So bring it in. The more you can really tap into that energy, the more you can envision that and really connect with that energy, that's how you become it. So if you want to overcome your ego and your next level version, it doesn't get bogged down by whatever you're getting bogged down right now, well, tap into that next level version every single day. Now, this is like something you would do often, because your ego is going to try to derail you every single time, every single day, every moment of your day. But when you become aware, then you have the power of choice to do something about it. You can go through this process, and the writing doesn't have to happen all the time, right? You can also think about, okay, I'm afraid right now. I don't feel like doing this. What would my next level version do right now? How would she or he react to that? So you can also think about, it's about asking those questions, getting you to think and then realize, hey, my next level version wouldn't do this, wouldn't show up like that, wouldn't be like that. So heck, why would I now? But it really goes back to step number one. You got to become aware. But then there's one final step, because it's great to know what is holding you back and what your next level version would do instead. But then it's not just enough to just decide or think about what you would do instead. But then the last final step is you got to take aligned, soul-inspired actions that are in alignment with that next level version. So if you know that your next level version would do certain things in a certain way, and you're not doing it right now, well, that's your roadmap right there. If you want to become your next level version, then tune into that. Think about, what would your next level version do? Maybe you want to create something. Maybe that next level version of you wants to create something. Well, that's your next step. Do that. If it comes from within, if it feels in alignment, if it feels right, if it feels like it's a match to who you are meant to become, your next level version, that's your guidance. Take those aligned steps, because that's how you then create from that space. That's how you then step into that, because that's how you then create that next level version of you right now, by listening to those nudges, by taking those inspired actions and doing what you feel called to do. This is so powerful. I cannot tell you how many times I've been doing this process now. Whenever I felt held back by certain things, I really tune in and ask, what would my next level version of myself do that? And usually I get a no, or I get something like, okay, I would do it differently. I would think about it differently. And that is so powerful, because then when you shift into that, then you are back on course. That's really then you saying, okay, ego, you're in the back seat. I'm gonna sit in the driver's seat, and I'm gonna let my soul, my guide, source, the universe, spirit, lead me, guide me. Because I trust fully that if the guidance that I'm getting is coming from spirit, whoever's sitting in the driver's seat, has to be the right thing. And I'm just going to be in it for the fun. I'm just going to be in it for the experience, because I don't have to worry, am I ever going to get there, or if I'm going to get there, or what are all the obstacles that I'm going to have to overcome. None of that, because you're fully trusting that your driver, spirit, soul, your guides, they have your best interest at heart. They're going to take you exactly where you're meant to be. You don't have to worry. You don't have to let your ego derail you and tell you where you need to go or whatnot. You just trust that your driver is going to take you exactly where you need to be. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you feel called to do these steps, I want to invite you. Leave a comment below. Let me know, how did it work for you as you're really tapping into your next level version of yourself, or writing about your next level version of yourself. What are some of the insights that you gained? Did you get some insights? Feel free to leave a comment below. I would love to know. I mean, I know it's been very, very beneficial for me doing these 6 steps, but give it a try. I would really want to invite you to give it a try. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this path. And just know that you have it within you to overcome your ego. Your ego does not have to run the show. Your ego does not have to derail you or cause you not to follow your heart's calling. So I want to invite you, tune in. Connect with that part within you. Connect with that next level version of yourself, and allow that to guide you, to lead you, instead of ego telling you a bunch of nonsense that doesn't make no sense anyways. That's only there to derail you. So thanks so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And also I have a video I want to invite you to watch as well. It's about how to stop self-sabotage. I think you're going to love it. So thanks so much for being here. I'll talk to you again next video. Until then, make an amazing, abundant, successful day. Namaste.